Hello, everybody. Welcome. Just going to make sure my volume is up. Welcome to this week's Magical Monday. So if you are new, welcome and hello. My name is Cindy and I am the face behind Stampin' Chick Creations. If you're returning, you know who I am. So thank you for joining me. As you hop on, say hello so I know that you're here. I know it does take a couple minutes for it to pop up. So we'll wait a second just so that the internet can get caught up with me. And some of my friends start to join me. So I did post the measurements for this card on Saturday. I am going to try very hard to try posting those measurements earlier and earlier. I used to post all of my posts. Hello, Lisa. I used to post all my posts on Sunday mornings, but I'm actually changing. The last couple weeks I've been doing them on Saturdays. So I always forget to post the eCam post. So I'm going to do my best to try to do that as soon as I do the post for the week. And post the measurements if I can. Sometimes the challenge is that I don't even know what card we're going to do at that point. Hi, Diane. So that's my challenge, but I will try my hardest to get those measurements posted for you as soon as possible. Because I do understand that some people work and have things going on and that kind of thing. So, if you did not post your card from last week, please do, because I love seeing your creations. And I think we had some really great submissions last week. So I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. So, the other thing is yesterday, possibly, I don't know, my days are all a blur anymore. I did send out the August class list. So that should be in your email box. If you have not received it, it would mean, hi, Miss Paula. Hello. You can send them to me, Lisa, and I can post them for you. I have my restrictions pretty tight in both my places. Hi, Pamela. Just because there's a lot of spam and hacking going on these days. So I'm really, really trying to restrict access and that kind of thing. So the August class list is in your email if you have not seen it. And what did I want to say about that? Very few classes being offered in August because obviously I understand people are busy, vacations, trying to wrap all the summer stuff. So we will reassess come September what that looks like. But just remember that I am limiting class sizes even though they are online because I have to allow myself enough time to design the cards, cut the cards, and mail the cards. Okay, so just if you're interested in any of those online classes, I suggest that you register sooner than later. The only one that will be an in-person class is my technique class, which it's nice to see some of my regulars coming back again, so that's awesome. Yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to tell you before we get started. Okay, I see we have more people hopping on, so as you're hopping on, say hello so that I know that you're here. And then I know some of you watch and some of you create along with me. So if you just let me know who's doing what, then that would be super fun because that helps me helps me go fast or slow. Okay. All right, we have got lots of friends on tonight, so that's fantastic. Okay, so as I was logging on today, it told me that I didn't have internet access, and I kind of panicked a little bit and then realized, oh yeah, I was using my Dymo labeler and I disconnected my internet. So that was a good, easy, quick fix. If you participated in my Christmas in July or are participating in my Christmas in July, we are feverishly getting everything ready, but I'm happy to say that we're making extremely great progress. And watching from camping, Laren. Okay. And what I'm doing is we are prioritizing the kits that have to be mailed first. So I'm hoping to get those in the mail this week. And then those that are in person, they will be ready for you when you arrive, obviously. Okay. All right. So here is our cards. I forgot to get half of my supplies ready because I've been trying to prep for Christmas in July. Okay. So I told you needed a standard card base. Was everybody able to find the instructions okay? Because like I said, I did post them in the eCam site, but I think I just posted them on my morning post as well. So regular cardstock base. This piece is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm using, this is Granny Apple Green, and this is actually Melon Mambo. I am going to use the Zinnia Designer Series paper for mine because I try to use up my scraps as must. I'm like connecting my words today. As much as I can. I like doing cards that use scraps. So this one, these are just pieces that I had laying around. And I generally like to stick with one package of Designer Series paper when I say that I need, 4 designs or whatever. But you don't have to do that, okay? And it's okay if you want to use cardstock for this and then emboss it. That is also acceptable. I didn't give you that option in the instructions because I didn't want to confuse anybody. But we are definitely, that is an option. If you don't have Designer Series paper, you can go ahead and you can cut some cardstock and then emboss it. So these are actually 1 inch by 3.5 inches. And I will tell you that when I posted the measurements and then I went to make a card to try it, and I was like, I think these measurements are wrong. And then I realized they weren't wrong. I just wasn't paying attention to what I needed to do. Okay, so I'm going to put my card base to the side for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these Designer Series papers and I am going to butt these up against the corner of the paper. So there's no spaces here. So you need to decide what order you want your Designer Series paper in. And these are going to go nice and tight against each other. Okay, so I'm not gluing anything down as of right now, but so are these wild patterns together? Yeah, but I usually start with the card that I think I'm not going to like the most, and then into the one I think I'm going to like. Okay, so essentially this is what we're going to have. Now this part, the instructions did not say to emboss, okay? However, if you would like to emboss, then you can absolutely do that. You can emboss just this section. I'm not going to do any embossing here tonight just because A, my embossing machine is out yonder, and B, that's one too many decisions for me today with my brain capacity, okay? So we can go ahead and put this down. If you want to run the entire thing through a subtle embossing folder, you absolutely can do that. Depending on the pattern of your paper and the embossing folder you choose, you may or may not like it. This one, I think there's so much going on already. I think just embossing it would just add, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, would just add another layer that we don't need, okay? Like another dimension that is maybe making the paper too busy. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use my, oh, I hope this is my good glue. Maya, there's one of my good glues on the table out there. Could you bring it to me? I took my good glue out to the living room because I was doing my Christmas and July stuff and I left it out there. This one's almost empty. So I will wait for Miss Beautiful Maya to bring me my glue here. Thank you. Okay, so here is, it's not like there's any shortage of glue in this house. There's like about 1,000, yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. There's like about 1,000 different tubes of glue around here, but right now there's only one. And I feel like the temperature in this house, because it gets very hot, some work a lot better than others. Okay, so I am going to use, so the biggest problem with this card is trying to decide what side of the paper do you actually want to use. That's your biggest decision. So there's no spaces between these. And I thought there was, so when I actually did mine, I thought the measurements were supposed to be 3/4 of an inch instead of an inch because I thought there were supposed to be spaces between them. And then I realized quickly that no spaces. Okay. So I don't know about everybody else, but we got a ton of rain today. I know London got hammered pretty hard. Streets are flooded. We have lots of standing water in the fields here. Okay, so from here, I did tell you that you needed some ribbon. Now, you do not have to include this part in your card, but I am going to do that because I don't like this part here. And I know this ribbon here doesn't really cover that, but I feel like it takes away from that subtle cut. So a couple things I can do here. I hate cutting bows. We all know, I've said that a million times. So if you're a very great bow tire, you could actually wrap this around and tie this and make it, you know, a thing of beauty. I don't like to tie bows. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to do a faux bow, a faux knot actually. And what I'm going to actually do is I am going to wrap this around here. And I'm using tear and tape for this. So if you don't have tear and tape in your collection, you need to have tear and tape in your collection because it's life-changing. I'm going to peel that off. I'm going to peel this one off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ribbon. I'm going to wrap that around. Now, I cut off way more than I needed on my roll because I really wasn't sure what I was going to be doing exactly. Okay, so here we go. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to slide this excessively long piece of ribbon over to the side. I'm just going to do a knot. I could do a bow if I really wanted to. Okay, and then I'm going to trim this down because I can use this ribbon for something else. So never a waste. Okay, now I told you we needed a sentiment though, right? So let's go ahead and take a circle here. And see, the nice thing about doing a faux knot is that I can actually slide this over if I need to give myself some room, right? Hello, Miss Sharon. Okay, so how many of you guys are crafting with me? And this is going to be a night of questions because you guys were really, really quiet last week. I need to know what type of a card I'm going to make this. And I need a color of ink that we're going to use. I'm thinking like in the pinks, maybe. Like I'm thinking like a Melon Mambo or Berry Burst. Something along those lines. Pamela's watching. Okay. So, while you guys are giving me some information here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually I'm going to glue this down. Okay. And you're going to tell me what type of a card I want to make this. Oh, my ribbon's coming off. And what color ink. Make sure my card opens the right way because that's always crucially important. Are you guys all still there? You're very, very quiet, and I know it's very, very delayed. Just move my light out of the way. Anybody? Anybody out there? No? No? Okay. All right. I'm going to move forward And I'm going to make this one wishing you a beautiful birthday, because I think that should fit on there nicely. So I am taking this one from Sketched Butterflies, which is in the catalog. However, I believe it is not available right now, or it is low inventory. Melon Mambo sentiment that fits. Laugh out loud. I like the way Laren thinks. Whatever fits, that's what's going on there. Okay, let's do Melon Mambo. This is an old color. This is one of my very first ink pads. I've had this for a very long time, but I love it. It's like wishing you a beautiful birthday. So I'm using the deckled circles, which you know I love because I use it multiple times during a video. Okay, so I'm going to pop this one up, and I'm using an excessive amount of dimensionals because I can. Ooh. And I'm using my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to place that right about there. Okay. Now, of course, I need to add my gems. Any suggestions on gems? We know I have lots of gems, but do we want like a clear iridescent? Do we want a gold? Or, well, maybe not gold because I got silver ribbon. Let's take a look. What do we have? Some purples going on. Some really bright ones. Whoop, whoop. I'm not even so sure. I don't know why those are not even in a container. All right, I'm going to use these. I'm not even sure if they're still current, but it doesn't matter because we're just here to have some fun, right? So I'm going to use because I did not emboss this. Okay. You guys are really, oh, hello, Belinda. You guys are super quiet tonight. Okay, so let's move on to card number 2. If I can find my card. Right here. Found it. Okay, so for this one, I have got bubble bath paper. Which is not a color I use very often. And I know on camera it probably looks really weird, but it's really pretty. This one is Petunia Pop, which is one of our in colors. And I have to tell you that these two colors together are really pretty. Okay. What I did was I took the Thoughtful Journeys paper and I cut one up. Now, because I wanted to try something different, I thought it would be kind of cool to do this as the paper is laid out, right? So when you cut something like this that has a theme, which end of the pick do you use with gems? So I personally use the putty end. It looks like a lot of fresh freesia. It does look like a lot of fresh freesia. It's so pretty. These colors all kind of pull in together because they're all kind of the same hues. But Pamela, I use the putty generally. You can use the spatula. I have used the spatula for different things, but I just find the putty works much, much nicer. So I tend to use that for my gems, which I have to replace my putty. But okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my card base to the side for a second. So with, let's get our words together. With something like this that has a scene, or that looks like it kind of has a scene, you want to make sure your pieces stay intact. So you're not trying to play the guessing game as far as, you know, which piece goes where. So I was very careful when I cut to make sure that I kept them in the right order. So you could actually paper clip them as well, if that's helpful. So, but this Thoughtful Journeys paper, I think I just grabbed the wrong glue again. Okay, let's try this again. Thoughtful Journeys paper is incredible. If you're in my elite group, you are going to receive this as your paper this month. So, which reminds me, if you have not signed up for the elite group, it is open to everybody. It is $35, and every month you get a different variety of paper, embellishment, a full embellishment, and a part package of or part roll of ribbon. And then you also get a fun fold card, and you get a video. So I've changed it a little bit. You're going to see more information on that this week, but I've changed it a little bit, and what I'm doing now is I am giving you the card that we're doing in the video, the card bits and the video. So it all ties it in. So that's just been something that I've been receiving some feedback about, which I'm super grateful for. And we're going to try that and see how it works. So $35, and then you get a variety of stuff. It's kind of like a sampler pack every month that comes to you. And you can sign up for as many as you want, or as little as you want, or what have you. So you don't have to commit to any specific set amount of months either, which is kind of cool. And then if you decide that you actually really like it, then you can purchase more of it, right? So, okay, I'm feeling really, really daring today. So let's just go ahead and see if I can do this. So this is Petunia Pop ribbon is what I'm using here. My fingers cooperate, we will be rocking. Okay. Not terrible, but not amazing. My ribbon scissors are still out there because we've been busy cutting ribbon to send out in the Christmas in July class. Okay. I'm going to trim this side down just a hair more. So this is one that I could have actually ran through the embossing folder if I really wanted to. I just feel like this paper is so beautiful that it's okay if I don't. Okay, so for this one, I don't have to actually put this here. I could put this here, or I could essentially put this here. So this is the stitched rectangle. No, it's not. I totally made that up. It's the deckled rectangle is what this is. Hi, Lynn. So I could, let me just go into my basket of tricks and see if we have a slightly smaller one, which we do. We do. That might work better. Let's do that one. So this basket of tricks is it's just a acrylic bin, and anytime I have extra pieces that I've cut, I put them in here, and then I use them for things like this. So that's just a little bit of a trick for you. Okay, now Did I see somebody say thinking of you earlier as a card? I also have this one, which I've not used too much. I quite like it, but I'm not really gonna, well, happy birthday would fit. Speedy recovery is gonna be touchy. Unbounded love. Is pretty. But I really do like this thinking of you here. So let's use that one. Because I feel like this one I could get away with butterflies and stuff as well, which if I had my paper in front of me, I could actually do the insides for these two. Okay, so my thinking of you is not put together. So I know we have lots of new people on, so I'm going to show you how I put my stamps together. Okay, so we know that the stamps come pre-laser cut for us, which is fantastic. And we know we have our labels. So what I like to do is I like to take my labels. So these labels match identical to the stamps. Okay, so if I lay that on top, exactly what is here is underneath. Okay, so I know exactly which stamp I want. I want this one right here. Or sticker. So these are my stickers. So I peel back the backing on my my stamp. Then these all have a cut in between them, in the middle of them. So I peel back the one side. Then I will peel back the other side. And then it's just a matter of playing matchies. So I lay that on top. I just give it a little tap. And then I pull it up. And then my stamp is put together very easily. I wish somebody had shown me that a million years ago, because I used to try to get the sticker off there and try to get it on there, and it was not a pretty sight. So that's how I put my stamps together. So hopefully that is helpful if you've never seen that before. And you know what? After doing this, I'm not loving this one. I might change this one actually after all that, because it's, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm going to do something. Okay, my thoughts. You guys have to participate in that whole, hi Maddie, it's okay that you're late, you're here. All right, so I'm going to pull in a color here, and I think I'm going to pull in Lost Lagoon, which is actually this color here. Which I know is kind of out of the box of a color with this color scheme, but Lost Lagoon is very, very juicy for me because it's a newish one. Okay, now wait for it. I'm going to take my fresh freesia. Right, because this came out of the butterfly set, did it not? Okay, now, see these little teeny weeny butterflies? What if I took my fresh freesia? I gotta be very careful doing this. And I did this. And then what happens if I did like that? What happens if I did that? I'm just cleaning off my glass mat. Right? And then if I use my dimensionals right here, I was looking for the stamp set that's right beside me. Love the DSP. What's it called? This is Thoughtful Journey. All of a sudden I was like, oh goodness, what is it called? And it's actually the paper that the Elite group is getting this month. It's insanely beautiful. I'll show you another pattern from it. This is another pattern from it. So one side, Linda, is printed, and then the other side is more of a like a generic type of a scene. So it kind of coordinates with that one we had there in the fall with the other trees. It's kind of a version of that. It's insanely beautiful. And it's 6x6. It comes 6x6. So the Elite group this month is getting half a package of that paper and a few other things, and an absolutely awesome fun fold card video and the bits for it. So I think those that participate in that event are going to be extremely happy. So the Elite group is definitely something you want to look at, because it's a great way to kind of see things without having to commit to all of the things, because we're all on really super tight budgets, right? So the Elite group is a great way to get like a sampler of things. I'm looking for my embellishments that I just had. It's a great way to get a sampler of things that we see in the book and we're not 100% sure if we're going to like it or not. Or maybe you don't want a full pack. Maybe you just want part of a pack of something, right? Or you don't want a full roll of ribbon. You just want part of the roll of ribbon. It's really great for that. So these are the 2024 to 2026 in color, what are they called? In color shimmer gems is what they're called. And we do have the Fresh Freesia and the, Pretty in Pink and Petunia Pop. And then we have our greens, Shamrock, Summer Splash, and then Peach Pie in here, which is a lot of these colors in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add some Petunia Pop gems. Oops. Here. I'm going to use okay, so keeping that one super simple, but really, really pretty. So I could have ran that through a really, really subtle embossing folder just to add to that texture. But it's so beautiful on its own. I could have actually moved the ribbon up too if I wanted. Okay, so that's number 2. I have to clean my butterflies before I put them away. Okay, so the last card, I kind of did at the last minute, changed my mind on it, and I'm going to actually do a Christmas card, which if I was really on the ball, I would have shown you the brand new suite that's coming. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? You've probably already seen it, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Okay, this is coming in the holiday book that's coming out in September. As demonstrators, we can order from it in August, but we were able to participate in an event called Creativity Now, and we are able to purchase this line ahead of the training. And so I signed up for the training and I was not able to attend, and I need to watch the video to make the cards, which I've not yet done. But this is the stamp set. It's called Wintry Treetops. I'm not a huge bird person, but I actually don't mind these birds and the cards I've seen made with these. I'm sure you've seen them from other demonstrators that did participate in Creativity Now. They're beautiful. So great set. So there's that. There's coordinating gems. So exactly like the ones I just put on my last card. These are earth tone shimmer gems, which is like really, really fun. So really earthy toned. And then we have our baker's twine in the earth tones. So these are called natural tones, and it's linen thread. So I'm really excited about the colors of this one. It's not Christmas, it's winter, right? And then this one coordinates with the dies coordinate with the stamp set. So you're going to want to put this on your shopping list for the September to December book. There's some really cool things coming in that book. We saw some during an exclusive event that some of us were able to attend. And there's some really, if you like making bows, friends, we got something for you coming. So this is the dies that coordinates with the stamp set. So of course, here's my birds. Here's my bow. Here's my other bird. And then this cuts out like a frame. So it's really, really pretty. And then, so if I was smart, I would have done my card with this, but I was not thinking. And then this is a Birchwood 3D embossing folder, which is like so pretty. And it's a bigger size. It's the big size. So you know that we have two sizes now. This is the bigger size. And then this is the paper. So look at this paper. It's kind of, I wasn't so sure about it because it's like cartoonish type birds. Not really my jam, but then when I started seeing samples with it, I was like, okay, hang on a second. I think I can handle this. Okay, so here's the birds. And then it's got like pool party with like circles and dots on it. Look at this paper. Is that beautiful? Could you see doing a lot of, and it's got more subtle on this side, a lot of cards with this one. So not Christmas card. Like, I mean, they can be Christmas cards, but they're more winter, like long-term cards that you can make with these, right? They're not very specific to a time frame. And then we have those, and then we have the birch tree with the birds in the birch tree. Like, how cute. And then we've just got a different pattern. It's got little teeny weeny birds in there. Look at this one. Can you see that? So pretty. And then it's got more subtle. And then we've got the willows. We got birch trees. And that's it. So if I was on the ball, which I was not, I would have used that paper. But my last card, so I'd love to know what you think of that. What do you think of that? Sweet. So the last card that I'm going to do, my friends, do not have any old olive cardstock. Actually, my order may have just showed up today because a very big, or very heavy box from Stampin' Up! Showed up today. So I'm thinking it's my paper. So I'm using, what color is this? This is Garden Green. Not a color I'm used to using. Don't use it a lot. I have everybody's favorite wild wheat here because I know some of you love wild wheat and some of you dislike wild wheat. But I'm telling you, these two colors together are incredibly beautiful. And then if you are attending my Christmas in July class, this paper will look very familiar to you. It is the scraps for Christmas in July because I may have miscounted and cut a significant amount of extra pieces that I did not need to do. Just saying. Because apparently I can't count. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use, so the colors for these are very vanilla and gold. And then we have all the greens with some gold. So I'm going to, do maybe something like that. Okay? Okay, you guys are still with me? I'm not seeing any comments. So I just need to make sure I didn't lose you along the way. Okay. I'm going to start gluing. So do not forget that you can send me your pictures and I will post your pictures for you. For these cards because I am drawing a winner each week, which I had gotten away from because I kind of forgot. But I'm trying to get better at announcing the winner and then sending out the prizes. So, and all you have to do is make the cards with me or after and send me a picture or post it if you're able. I think I received this week alone probably 10 fake accounts of my friends that have been hacked. So the hacking thing seems to be getting significantly worse. And knock on wood, I have not been hacked, and I hope to goodness gracious I did not just jinx myself by saying that. Yeah. Okay. So this ribbon is insanely beautiful. It's satin ribbon. It's very vanilla. It is part of this suite. So again, if you are participating in my Christmas in July class, you're getting half a roll of this. And I'm going to tie this like this. Okay, and I'm going to trim this down. Oh, I really wish my scissors were closer. Okay, and then, oh, now there's something on my paper. Okay, and then this is also from this suite. It's one of the dies that is in the set. So let me share that with you. This is Greetings of the Season. This is one of the sets that's included in the suite. So still here crafting. Okay, thank you, Lisa. So this coordinates with the other one that I use quite often. It's an online exclusive as well. It's not right near me, apparently. But this one is a great one, and it has all of these dies that coordinate. So some of these dies will actually be used in the cards. But I've die cut everything for you so that you can just craft along with me. So I am going to use I'm going to do a Happy Holidays for this one. So I'm going to use Happy as the script. If I can get my eyeball on it. Okay, there's Holidays. There's my Holidays. Got that one. I'm just looking for my Happy. Oh, there it is, Happy. I love the font on this one. And you know from listening to me gab, this is definitely a font that I love. So I'm going to do Happy Holidays. Guess what? That's okay. I'm going to use my ink pad is in the other room. So I'm going to use my marker, and so if you have ever seen where a stamp is stamped in two-tone, so part of it is in red, part of it is in green, this is more than likely how they achieved that. I don't love doing this way because sometimes it comes out kind of funny, but let's go Happy. Like, it kind of looks a little blurred to me, but okay, so there's my Happy, and then I'm going to take my Holidays. And I'm going to I just received this suite today and haven't opened the box. It's incredible, Lynn. You're going to love it. Love, love, love it. When I saw it in Mexico with Shelly and Sarah doing the presentation on it, as soon as they started, I was like, I have to have that. It's just so incredibly elegant and beautiful. So I'm going to use my linen thread, which is, this is a lot of linen thread, but I'm going to tie this through here. Like that. Okay. My paper snip, or my little snips. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this on here. I kind of wish this was embossed actually, but this one is, excuse me, they have done a top-notch job on this suite. I'm actually kind of surprised it hasn't sold out, to be quite honest, because when we were in Mexico, everybody fell in love with it. So I was waiting for it to go on back order or low inventory or what have you. So a super great way to use up your scraps. And just a very, very simple card. Linda says she loves this card. Thank you, Linda, because look how, like, it's just a simple card, right? So cards don't have to take hours and hours and hours. Although some, you know, some do. That's okay. But if you need to make like a significant amount of cards, like at the like around the holidays, this is great. And you can see how different each of these cards are. Right? It's the exact same layout, but they're three totally different looks. Right? So okay, let's vote. I don't know how many people are here, but let's vote. 1, 2, and 3. This one, I really don't like these. I think I might have to take those off. Three, 2, and 1. I agree. This one, I told you, I always start with the one that I think I'm not going to like the most. This one is so pretty. And if this was embossed, it would be even better. 3, 2, 1. Everybody's consistent tonight. 3, 2, 1. That's awesome. Hi, Lynn. It's okay you're coming in late. We're just finishing up, but you can come back and watch the replay. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, and 1. 3, 1, 2. Okay. There's not a right and wrong answer here, everybody, just so you know. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 1. I have to think when I'm like saying these, like it doesn't process with me. 3, 2, and 1. A lot of you guys like this one. No worries. We actually kind of got done fairly quickly too tonight. 2, 1, 3. You'll love this suite, Lynn, I'm telling you. Wait till you open the box and start playing with it. The vellum is like, oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh. So pretty. Okay, I am going to post pictures of these, but what I need you to do is I need you to post pictures of your completed projects and get them posted onto either my page or send them to me and I will post them for you, because like I said, my security settings, I have them very high right now because there's a lot of hacking going on. So I'm trying to protect things, because I'm hearing some terrible stories from people right now who have had their accounts hacked and losing information. And anyway, it's just awful. So trying to keep things pretty tight. So if you are not part of my page or my group right now, that's fine. Just message me, but I do ask, please check your email for my class list, because they are sent out. And if you're not opening them, then they don't get bounced back. They just sit there. So you may miss out on upcoming classes and events, because I try to put them there first, and then I put them onto my groups and my pages. So yeah. So thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you are having a fantastic night and a fantastic week, and we will talk with you very soon. Thanks everybody. Bye.